Hello and welcome to Alex Cooks, the #1 cooking show of YouTube. Now, what will we be cooking today? Well, we shall be cooking some butter pie. Now this is a wonderful classic from the northern county of Lancashire. Now I do like a bit of Lancashire. I do like how it's pronounced, Lancashire. I like it. Now, without any further ado, let's get to the ingredients. Now to make the butter pie you shall be requiring, for the pastry, 225 grams of plain flour, 50 grams of butter, 100 grams of butter I meant to say, sorry, just slipped there, salt and pepper, and ice cold water, and I said ice cold, and that's currently in the freezer, chilling up nice and good. 3 large potatoes, preferably of the King Edward or Maris Piper type. 1 large onion, and a further 150 grams of butter. Now, it's a very simple ingredient list, but one I am very much looking forward to trying. So, let's get forward and let's boogie in this house tonight and cook. Okay, now first I shall be sprinkling in a pinch of salt and some flour into a cooking bowl, into our mixing bowl. That's it. I like a bit of mixing bowl. And now for a process that I'm quite familiar with now. We shall now tip the butter into the bowl. There we go, now block by block, and then we're going to rub it in with the flour until it resembles breadcrumbs, like such. This might take a bit of a while. Okay, so now we have our breadcrumbs. Our next step is now to add in a little bit of our ice cold water. I'm going to pour in just about enough so that the breadcrumbs start resembling a ball of dough. Okay, so here we are now. Our dough has now been rolled into a big firm ball. We shall now place this into a sandwich bag and allow it to chill in the fridge for 30 minutes. Meanwhile, we shall prepare the filling. Now, you can see that we have peeled our onion and our potato. Our next step is to now start cutting these into 3mm thick slices. There we go. Okay, so now slice my potatoes and rinse them out to get rid of any excess starch. I've also sliced my onions into half rings. Okay, now I'm going to parboil my potatoes for the next 5 to 10 minutes. Okay, now I'm going to melt this 100 grams of butter in that there on the heat on this here frying pan. Okay. And now I shall add in my onions and saute them with the butter. Okay, in you go. Oh. Oh flip. Okay. There we go. Now I shall start mixing together. Okay, we're gonna saute them until they're soft but not brown. Okay, so now as you can see, our potatoes have only now become soft, but have still managed to retain their shape. And our onions are of course softened but not so brown. That's important. Now, we shall now proceed on to the next step. Now, our next stage is to roll out 2/3 of our dough to form the base and sides of the pie. Not the pastry pie, the pie. When the moon hits your eye like a big pizza pie, that's a roll out. You're gonna roll it out with the rolling pin and get flour all over that pin so it doesn't start sticking. Yes, we're in the money. Okay, so because I have a fan oven, I preheated it to 160 degrees Celsius. If you do not have a fan oven, then you should heat it to 180 degrees Celsius. Now, we're now going to partake in what is known as layering, where we put in layers of the ingredients like such. We're going to start off with our potatoes, and then the onions, and of course the butter, which we're going to dab in hither and thither. And now we are adding in our layer of onions. There we go, nice and melty. I like how it looks. And now we're going to dab in our layer of butter. Just put a little few chunks of butter here and there, just to have a nice creamy texture to it all. Also, a quick reminder to not forget to season your layers as you go. I'm just going to get some pepper on here. Pepper them with bullets or pepper them with pepper. It's a mystery for the ages. There we go. Okay, now our pie has now been filled up to its top. We shall now roll out the top of the pie, like the actual topping. It's now putting the top on top of our pie, nice and gentle. Okay, don't know what's going on over there, but hey ho. Shall now put this into the oven for about half an hour until it's golden on top. I've got a couple of holes into the top to allow steam to escape as it's cooking. And now I'm using the fork to, hold on, crimp the pie into the pie edges together so they don't so they don't come apart. Okay, so here we are with the pie. It looks a little bit collapsed, I know, but you know, it still looks incredibly delicious. Now, let's just cut a little bit off, and there we go. We're gonna put this in our mouth, down the hatch. Another success for my kitchen. Potato is perfectly soft. Again, I mean, texture is perfect on the potato. The pastry almost reminds me of the pie crust I get from the farm shop, except more. Well, actually, the farm shop pies are homemade as well, so you know. And of course the butter and the onion mixture, beyond compare. So I think that's another well done from my kitchen, another success. And I think that's the end of the video. If you like this video, do be sure to like it and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And share this on your Facebook and Twitter. And also follow my social media on Instagram, Facebook and my blog. I'll see you in the next video.